My name's Danny. I'm from Manchester Activist Network, and we're here to hand deliver an invitation to Councillor Quinn to meet with us.
Why Councillor Quinn?
Councillor Quinn is the head of the Greater Manchester Pension Fund. The Greater Manchester Pension Fund is the owner of a building that we're currently occupying.
When you say you're currently occupying, what do you mean?
We are a group of 30 previously homeless people living and working together in the building.
So, in effect, you're squatting in one of his buildings?
We are.
Legally, yes.
Owned by the Greater Manchester Pension
Yes.
Fund?
Yes.
Do you think he's going to take kindly to your letter?
I don't know, but it's only polite. It's the politest way we can think of to invite him. He's not engaged with us previously. He's not made any attempt himself. So this is an attempt from us for him to meet us personally, to maybe drop that little bit of fear. He's a representative of the people of Manchester, and we are the people of Manchester.
Surely he's going to say that his main job is to manage the fund and make money for the hard-working people, the workers that are paid into the fund. Aren't you stopping him from doing that?
No. The building's currently empty. There's no, as far as we're aware, there are no plans to release. There are plans for demolition and renovation in the next 18 months. We're not harming anybody's money making.
But when you leave that building's going to be trashed, isn't it?
Absolutely not. Every building, this is our 9th eviction that we're about to go through, and every single building we've left in better condition than before.
Well, that's unusual, isn't it? Well, how is that? How come?
It's because we live in these buildings as homes. We're not a bunch of louts. We're not a bunch of bums. We're not a bunch of drug addicts who have addictions to deal with, or drunks who have no sense through drunkenness. We're a bunch of diverse people in age, skills, creed and abilities, and rather than be alone, be in danger and sleep in doorways in the street, we've formed a friendship, we've formed a community, and we now use the law legally to squat empty buildings in and around the city centre to provide safe havens for people to sleep and to live and to have an opportunity at getting a start on their lives again. Which unfortunately at the moment Manchester City Council and the surrounding areas are just failing to do.
If Councillor Quinn, in his capacity as chairman of the fund, was to say, oh okay lads, yeah, great, go ahead, fill your boots, you stay in there for what, let's say a year, let's say 18 months, surely everybody and his dog is going to want to kind of like jump on the bandwagon and occupy every empty building going, aren't they?
But essentially it's already happening. Every city you go to in the country, every single major sized town, there are lots of homeless people who, those on the periphery are being allowed to do what they do because they're out of sight, out of mind. And there are vast quantities, as we've already seen on Facebook, on the news, on local news, in local newspapers, of tent cities up and down the country. Endless letters to councils from people complaining about the fact that there are people sleeping rough every morning on the way to work in every single town and city in this country. It's going on every day. And what we do is provide a legal way, a safe way, a dry way for a bunch of like-minded people who want to step up, who want to be just like you and everybody else, who are a place to stay, which the councils just do not do at the moment.
In a sentence, from either of you, or each of you, what is your message for council?
Please speak to us. Just stop ignoring us, stop making like we're a bunch of vagabonds, a bunch of people who just aren't worth the time and effort. We are here, we're going nowhere, we're going to end up squatting more buildings, we're going to come across you again and again and again. You've got a chance right now to help a bunch of really positive people who just need a little place to stay. Over the winter would be absolutely ideal. And you as a councillor, you in the job that you do for your council, and the people in the pension fund have got that opportunity to do right now.
Danny, can you keep it brief?
Echoing all those sentiments, I'd just like to ask Councillor Quinn, maybe if there are people out there squatting buildings and not leaving them in such a great condition, by allowing a group that does look after the buildings, that makes them better, that encourages good squatting, maybe that will send a message out to people and they will be more encouraged to make excellent use of empty buildings in Manchester, which I'm sure everybody in Manchester would like to see.